Washington Pod presents Earl Nightingale.
Books are filled with ideas, and ideas spur us into action. And it was in a book that I finally found the secret of success I started looking for as that boy of 12. I was 29 when I found it, but I'd been on the trail for many years. Just as a gold miner will find indications that he's looking in the right places, everything I had read up to the moment of discovery had, in a way, prepared me for the truth of what I was about to see. And one day, poking about in what was then Crock and Brentano's bookstore on Michigan Avenue in Chicago, I picked up the book, Think and Grow Rich, by Napoleon Hill. The title made sense to me. If one was to grow rich, certainly it would come about as a result of thinking. I bought the book, took it home. The following weekend, I came to the secret, spelled out and needing no further description or definition. I read the words, "We become what we think about." I found much of the book archaic, but that didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was that small book was the one I'd started looking for 17 years before. That was the book that held the secret of success. We become what we think about. Just 6 words. Now, there are more than 600,000 words in the English language, but those were the 6 I wanted to see in that particular order, and it was at that moment that I had the answer I needed. It went like this: I can determine what I think about. Therefore, I can determine what I become and what I have. Everything fell into place then, of course. People who thought about becoming lawyers became lawyers. When I was a boy in Long Beach during the Great Depression, what did the people in our neighborhood think about? To begin with, they didn't think about very much. They thought about getting by on minimums as best they could. They thought about their government relief check. They thought about shopping at a nearby store, or going to the movie at the Bijou occasionally, maybe getting an occasional odd job or even a steady job. And that was the end of it. Their lives had been mirrors of their thoughts. They had quit learning too soon. They were using the astonishing human brain and body for mundane, ordinary tasks, or for doing nothing with them at all. They were looking for ways to save money instead of earning money. We didn't ride, we walked, except for an occasional bus or streetcar ride, which I never failed to enjoy. When my trousers developed a hole in them, we didn't think of ways in which we might buy a new pair of trousers. We thought in terms of mending the hole, and the pants became what we thought about, mended pants. So did socks. The other day I received a letter from a Rabbi Stephen Rubin of Tarzana, California. With his letter were 2 talks he had delivered to his congregation. One of them was titled, "You Already Know the Secret." In his letter to me, he says, "The talk entitled You Already Know the Secret was in many ways inspired by your own messages, and I'm sure you'll recognize many of the quotations that you've used in the past." And in his talk to his congregation, the rabbi says, "Yes, I did discover the secret of success, and it led me to explore the thoughts of authors, poets, philosophers, prophets, sages, and a host of teachers of our time and ages past to discover what each of them believed about the secret of success." What I discovered, he goes on to say, was astounding. I found an abundance of wisdom as ancient as our 3,000-year-old Torah and as modern as 20th century science. To my amazement, I realized that from the Bible to the Greek philosophers, from the wisdom of Rome through medieval studies of the human condition, from Shakespeare to Milton to Emerson to the rabbis of the Talmud, each and every one had discovered an answer to the secret of success. But the most astounding discovery of all was the realization that all of them, in their own languages and in their own way, discovered the exact same secret. The universal key to success, simply put, is this: as you think, so shall you become. As you think, so shall you become.